Peach McIntyre would have gone down in history as an ordinary woman, unseen and definitely not famous. Until this.
I am breastfeeding, pushing a buggy, vlogging, all that.
That clip had over 6.6 million views. But this was only the calm preparing us for a great storm. As if the fraud narrative wasn't enough, from family hate to marrying a man who didn't love her and having 9 kids for the same man who intentionally got her pregnant so she could miss her college scholarship, Peach has seen it all. What's worse, since she was 18, her husband has consistently abused and cheated on her.
Just like my fucking mama. He act just like my mama. I don't know. Outside of my great-grandmama, I don't know what it's like to be loved. Nobody in my family has ever liked me, and I ain't do nothing to them bitches but be born. Like, I ain't do nothing to them.
Well, like, I can't believe this. And he was like, man, don't worry about that shit, blah, blah, blah. Y'all, we'll go to sleep. I get a feeling in my gut. They say, check that phone. Check that phone. Baby, I checked that phone. Wood done wrote Barbie, I want you now. When I tell y'all I lost it, when I tell y'all I was hurt so bad, I lost it. It's like every time you do this to me.
Now, you'd think she'd leave his cheating ass after all this, but no. She only made more babies with him. You're probably wondering, how does this woman manage to make millions with all the lies and controversies? What price did she pay for all the fame and wealth? Let's find out together. Before the inevitable fame and viral name, Peach didn't grow up sheltered and protected like most girls her age. Born to a dysfunctional family with 23 siblings and 18 stepmoms, there was no way Peach could have an ordinary childhood. Family never felt like family, and the love was at a price, one she couldn't afford. I guess that's why Peach started hustling since she was only 6 years old. Her parents used to sell drugs, so she took advantage of the existing market and sold her free lunch to drug dealers every summer. By the time she was 11, she went on to start reselling bottled water that she got from the store for 5 times the original price. At such a young age, she already understood the law of supply and demand. She suffered child neglect and all manners of traumatic abuse from her parents and siblings. The same people who were supposed to love and protect her made her feel unsafe and unwanted.
It had to be white, and she would be like, until my neck was red, until my neck was like burning red and raw, and I would be crying. And she would be like, you just so fucking dirty, you dirty. And everybody in my family would laugh at me. Not only did my mom do that, but she would proceed through my adulthood to continue to call me dirty. Even when I was clean, even though I cleaned her home, even when my home was clean and she would come visit, she would always make me feel like I was never clean. My house, it could be one bowl and say, you so fucking dirty, dirty, dirty. Continuing my series, showing you guys where I lived at in Tampa. So when I was growing up, I lived in this apartment upstairs with my mama, my brother, and my sister. And over here, oh my God, the memories. Living over here, it was horrible.
Growing up that way, Peach learned to take care of herself early enough, which had its pros and cons. On one hand, it helped sharpen her entrepreneurial skills early. On the other, it was the bedrock of many bad decisions. Peach was only a teenager when she met her self-acclaimed first, last, and only love, Gregory Wood. Peach was delighted at the mere idea of being loved by someone. But what she never knew was that this relationship would be the bedrock of many bad decisions to come.
So we have CPS at our house again. They just was here last week or a week and a half with the police. Now they're back.
I'm just saying, I don't know if you're going to be posting anything.
I can't post it. I've never heard I couldn't record your face. That's new news to me. Well, Peach Patch, a lot of you guys always want to know, where did you meet your husband, etc. Well, I met my husband at Chamberlain High School. It used to be home of the Chamberlain Chief. So anywho, the purpose of me telling you guys that story is like I was so heartbroken. And my best friend at the time, Milk, she told me I needed to move on. She was like, you keep talking about this boy, you keep crying about this boy. You need to move on, you need to move on. And she ended up lying and telling me that my current husband likes me. We used to eat lunch together. It used to be me, Milk, Dirty Daisha, sorry Daisha, I gotta stop calling you that. And then my husband and his friend Keith, we used to eat lunch together, but I wouldn't talk to anybody. So she would talk to everybody. I was just like so hurt, devastated. Definitely not talking to no hood boys. I'm more preppy. Well, one day she was like, girl, Greg like you. He is obsessed with you. And I was like, that boy don't like me. He never looks at me. I'm like, girl, he be talking to you. He never talked to me. And she was like, nuh-uh, girl. All he do when he talking to me, the whole time he talking to me, he's talking about you. So I'm like, what? Like, I never noticed him doing any of those things. That boy was not thinking about me. But anywho, I started looking at him then after she told me that. I started like paying attention. I was like, well, he's kind of cute. You know, she was like, but he got a baby. Like, you could talk to him, but don't get serious. Peach patch. I ended up I was in science. I was writing him a letter, and it wasn't coming out that great because I'm not really an artist. So one of my friends in science, she actually drew what I wanted to say, and it was a paper. It said, I see you watching me. So it was the I, and then a cute letter C, and then a U. I see you watching me with a watch. You might as well call me. And real small, it had my name and my phone number. And I knew my husband had hallway duty at the time. You know, when you're in high school, they hire you to be like one of the little crime watch kids. So I was like, I'm gonna act like I'm going to the bathroom and I'm gonna get this boy this note. And so when I walk out of class to go try to get him the note, my best friend at the time was also out of class in the hallway. And she was like, girl, what you doing? And I was like, I wrote him this note. She was like, oh, give it to him, give it to him. Like, I'm not gonna get this boy this note. And she was like, girl, I'm gonna give it to him, give it to him. And we ended up seeing him, and she gave him the note. And that night, my husband called me, and our first phone conversation went like this. Hello? Yeah, so when you wanna fuck?
Now that right there was a major red flag. That was a sign out of heaven to run. But unfortunately, she missed it big time. Instead of running away from this dude, she ran to him. And the crazy thing about this entire thing is the guy didn't even have feelings for her, and she knew.
So Peach Patch, when it comes to my husband not liking me initially, he says that he was just talking mess. Like, he liked me, he was just talking mess. But me personally, I feel like that boy did not like me.
She knew that he didn't love her then. He probably still doesn't even love her now, but she kept him close. Even worse, she put her life on the line, sacrificed her dreams, her plans, everything for this dude who doesn't even care about her. Knowing full well she couldn't rely on her dysfunctional family for college and future plans, Peach went the extra mile to ensure that she got a scholarship.
I will say though, sometimes I go back over that thought process that this man tricked me. But then again, I have to be fully accountable and say I tricked myself. I had a full ride scholarship to college. I've been knew about my husband's infidelities. We had got past that, right? When I was young. But when I got pregnant with Gregory McKay, I would say it was intentional on both parts. We have an argument about this conversation. He liked to say, you stop taking your birth control. Because I was responsible. Like, I've been talking about this to my husband for about a year and a half. Like, I'm going off to college. I'm going to be a teacher. I'm going to be a lawyer. Like, I'm going off to college. I worked so hard to get to that stage in my life. But as it was approaching, my husband started to be like, he said he gonna lose me. He said that I'm gonna go to college without him. What he gonna do without me? Things of that nature. So it made it where I didn't want to go off to college without him. I wanted to stay and be a family. I wanted to have a baby with him.
Obviously, the girl had big dreams. She wanted to be a novelist, a teacher, and all that, but she threw it all away. Sacrificed everything to make this guy happy. But was he ever happy? No. Did he ever love or appreciate her as he ought to? No. Did he treat her like a queen? Hell no. What did he do in return? He was stingy and cheap.
But he eventually started to like me, and he was just the sweetest. Like, when we talked on the phone the first time, so rude. I told y'all what he said initially. When we gonna fuck? When you want to fuck? Boy, what? I'm a virgin. You know, and he had to approach me differently after that. During those 9 months of us getting to know each other, I thought my husband was just the sweetest thing. He taught me how to drive, let me drive his car, pick up all my friends, take us to the house store, take me to McDonald's, let me get a couple items off the dollar menu. He always been stingy and cheap with me. Always. Stingy and cheap.
See, another major red flag, but she turned a blind eye to it.
You stop taking your birth control. Because I was responsible. Like, when I decided to have sex, I went and got birth control and everything prior to me even having sex. But as I was getting ready to go off to college, my senior year in high school, we know like this event is happening. I've been talking about this to my husband for about a year and a half. Like, I'm going off to college. I'm going to be a teacher. I'm going to be a lawyer. Like, I'm going off to college. I worked so hard to get to that stage in my life. But as it was approaching, my husband started to be like, he said he gonna lose me. He said that I'm gonna go to college without him. What he gonna do without me? Things of that nature. So it made it where I didn't want to go off to college without him. I wanted to stay and be a family. I wanted to have a baby with him. So I stopped taking my birth control pills, and I told him that. And my husband, since his first child, has been super good at practicing safe sex. So we always use condoms, always, because we didn't want, no kind of issues. Well, when I told him that I stopped taking my birth control, he stopped utilizing condoms, and then Gregory McKay was conceived. And even with Gregory McKay, I could have still went off to college, but I wanted a family, and my mama also said that I couldn't take care of babies. I'm going to come back to that. She was like, you don't know how to take care of a baby. It's no way you're going to be able to take care of a baby.
He never liked you, but got you pregnant so you wouldn't go to college, and you're going to be forever his. Men be delusional sometimes. He was definitely trying to hurt your feelings. Even viewers in the comment section could see that this guy wasn't worth it from the very beginning. Even her family, her siblings didn't like the dude. They could tell he was just using her. Like everyone else could see it. Everyone. Even her family members could see it.
Just to tell the peach patch is, I'm a thief, I'm a smooth criminal, I'm a lying ass. I grew up with all this hate in my heart because I didn't apparently was born with a shape like my sisters was, because they got love in the streets and I didn't. But my mama did love me. I just was a hard-headed mad, and I grew up with all this bitterness and anger in my heart from looking in the mirror. I felt like I was ugly. Tell your peach patch that. Tell them nobody ain't do shit to you. Tell them that you was at all the family functions when we was little. You was right there. I got a picture with you at my birthday party, ho. You made the decision to grow up an envious fat that walk around with a bald head, nappy head, that decides to f with a boy who ass I kicked when we grew up, that really wanted to f my other sisters, but he knew he couldn't, so he came and went and f the bare minimum, which was your dumb ass, because you so weak-founded and just learning she fiending for love, ho. Y'all want to discuss something, put this in the motherfucking blogs, the true facts of it all, because we stayed on Sims and Gregory stayed one street over. He wanted to f my other sisters. They ain't want to deal with them. So he went and f the bitch that's underneath her. To think that it was going to press us. We weren't never pressed. We ain't never give a fuck. So the boy ain't never liked her in the first place. That's that problem. Her mammy took care of her. Her mama took care of her. Her mama was a motherfucking big-time dope dealer. Ass bitch that's from the streets. That girl ain't grow up without. Look at her sister, them. They went to school with new shoes and stuff all the time. Her sister on her mama's side, they went to school with brand new shoes all the time, boo. That hoe ain't grow up no less fortunate. Y'all hoes sit around and feel bad for wicked bitches and lying ass hoes that play these roles. And mind y'all taking y'all money, want a bitch to feel bad for them. Because they got a crooked, wicked mind. A bitch do to that girl.
So, yeah, everyone clocked Wood's true intentions. Everyone except for Peach, of course. She was blinded by love. And really, it's hard to blame her because it seemed like she just needed to be loved by someone badly because she ain't got no love from home. At first, their relationship was all love and light until Peach found out that she was pregnant. That's when everything changed. With everything that she gave up to be with Wood, you'd expect him to respect her and support her as a young teenage mom. However, he did the complete opposite. Soon enough, their fairy tale love turned into their worst nightmare.
After having Gregory McKay, I remember on Gregory McKay's first birthday party, my husband and I got into a fight because he kept being promiscuous, messing with all these girls. And I just was super sick of it. We weren't really together, but he came to Gregory's first birthday party. Well, I invited my high school boyfriend. So in high school, I had my own boyfriend that I used to make out with, but he was a dog, so he wouldn't have been no better choice than my husband, honestly. In hindsight, looking back, he was a no good, dirty dog. But we used to just make out. It never got past that. He came to Gregory McKay's birthday because we had started back communicating. And when my husband left with his friends and me and the boy was out there talking, Wood happened to drive back past for some odd reason, and he lost it. And he beat my ass, to be honest. Dragged me down the street by my house, by my hair, just like went crazy. Where was the boy? The boy had left, like, ain't got time for this. And that's when me and him went to have an altercation. I'm gonna say this time I did not punch him first or nothing. He just like lost it. I think that was our third fight, if I'm not mistaken. But anywho, during that altercation, there go Mr. Underwood. During that altercation, he was dragging me down the street by my house. And when he was dragging me down the street by my house, he told me that he never liked me. He just had a baby with me, so I wouldn't go off to college and leave him, and I'm gonna forever be his.
Shortly, things got real tight and hard for Peach. She had a child to feed, with no job and no responsible husband or family support. It was just her against the world. Now, there were really dark days for Peach, and dark times are when we need love the most. But what did she get? Something unexpected. Yep, you heard that right. Even though he wasn't treating her right, she still kept having more babies with him. Worse still, he drove past her and their kids at a bus stop. Now, that's a whole new level of low. But Peach has always been a strong woman. She didn't allow it to weigh her down. She forged ahead and focused on making money so that she could care for her kids. She might not be perfect, but this woman loves her husband and her kids. And that's why she did the craziest and most unbelievable things to make him happy. After having her first child, George McKay, Peach started writing resumes commercially as a freelancer to make ends meet.
So a few days go by, and I cannot take Gregory to school because I don't have any gas. And at this time, I was already doing resumes, absolutely free. Anybody want a resume, they knew to come get me. Back then, they was like, you could do me a resume, like a resume. But this is where that famous story that changed my life comes into play. A girl reached out to me on social media, asked me on Instagram, asked me to do her resume. And I told her no. I was like, no. She said, I'll pay you. And I was like, you'll pay me? You'll what? So I'm like, this girl's not gonna pay me. She a liar. Even though people at Humana have been telling me to charge for resumes, even one of the VPs sat next to me in training class, he was like, Peaches, this is good. Make me one. You should charge. People are charging $400 for resumes. I'm thinking, ain't nobody gonna pay me a resume. For a resume, it took me like 15 minutes. He lying. But on this particular day, the girl said she'll pay me. So I said, okay, pay me $50 and I'll do you a resume, a cover letter, a reference sheet, and 2 job applications. And she was like, okay, come get the money. I could not believe this girl would pay me, and she was telling me to come get the money. Only thing is, I didn't have any gas in my car. Gregory was about to miss his 3rd day of school in a row because I was so broke, and the school was so far. It was like in Tampa. It was probably like 20 minutes away from where I live, which is far back then. So anywho, I ended up telling the girls, put the money on the green dot, and then I go get it. And she did it, and that changed everything for me. That was the time I started charging for the first time in my adult life for my services. So I started making resumes and doing all kinds of stuff, getting people jobs. So Peach Fetch, I was right here in his house. She sent me the green dot card information. So I drove down the street to the gas station. I loaded up the green dot, went to the gas station, and then I ended up, you know, back in the day, they still do it. You take $1 when you use your debit card and you can get a full tank of gas you'll owe the bank in a couple days. So I went and I did that. I got $40 out of the ATM because I only had $50. So she sent me $50. She had to pay for the green dot card, but hey, I'm throwing you an extra little something. So I ended up doing $1 at the gas pump, going inside the ATM, getting $40 off, and it paid the little ATM fee. After that, I dropped Gregory off to school, and then I called my mama. I hadn't talked to her in weeks. I called her. I said, can you please watch Choice for me? And she said yes, and she was crying because I was so mad at her. Like, she thought she'll never see Choice again. And then I ended up going to the Sulphur Springs Resource Center. At that time, I started back doing resumes. Before I had a computer, my computer had got repoed and all that because I was just so broke. That moment changed my life. After that, I would go on to keep doing resumes. Then I would become my sister's assistant. We would fall out, and I would start Waste Language Inc. up here. This was my bedroom. This was my living room. That was Gregory McKay and Choice's room. And I absolutely loved living over here. It was peaceful like this all the time. In my unit, everybody owned their unit but me. Like, it was just a blessing, this place. So I did go through some things in this house, but after that, I started sending Gregory to the school next door, and that made my life so much easier and everything. Actually, Big Greg used to walk Gregory across the street from school to daycare. I put Gregory in summer daycare, and Big Greg would walk him over there and then bring him to school, etc. And I got to see for myself already, I had experience being in a different environment, how it affects you. but I got to see what it does for my children. So taking him out of a predominantly black school, put him in a predominantly white school, it changed a lot for Gregory. At this time, Gregory was in 1st grade, and he started coming over here. After this journey, I would get off Section 8, I would move into a house, and then my life would just be a shitty hot mess. Y'all ready for that part?
It was good for a while, until it wasn't. So she had to think of something better. Her next business idea would make her a millionaire, but also trigger a major fallout between her and her family. At the age of 25, Peach launched her first major business, Waist Language Inc., a waist trainer band. Sounds nice, right? Well, there's a little backstory. She actually stole the business idea from her sister, so Peach's sister had a waist trainer brand, and Peach was working for her. One minute, they had a fallout, and the next minute, Peach was setting up her own business.
Just wanted love. So I called her back, and I was like, Tashara, you need to learn how to talk to people. What you said? She say, talk to people. No, learn how to talk to me. I'm your. I said, Tashara. I got so mad. I had tears in my eyes. I said, Tashara, I'm finna show you, ho. I said, you gonna and she was like, whatever, fuck. I said, I'm gonna start my own business, and I'm gonna make more money than you. You gonna regret. So the next day, she had to come get her business phone, because I'm talking about I ran her whole business. I had her business phone. I know her vendor, the vendor that you guys can now get on my website, wakeupwithpeach.com. Full circle moment. Look how God is good. So if you buy my Built the Waist Training Business with Peach, you get my real vendor that I stole from my sister. Yeah.
When her sister found out, of course, she was livid, triggering another family feud, but that didn't stop Peach from becoming a millionaire within just 6 months. Her business was booming. Of course, Wood came around and helped out. Everything seemed fine until it wasn't.
Let me tell you something. I am the wrong person. I am always going to be the wrong person. I don't give a how nobody feel about that. I tell people to leave me alone, leave me be. I don't like nobody. I only give a about my husband and my 9 kids. Because as soon as I give a and you try me, ho, I'm gonna go. All that this petty, no. I'm on go about me. You think you finna play with me, ho? You think you finna hit a lick and walk away and treat me like I'm nothing, call me assholes, touch me like this, and say what you could do to me? You could off me?
No, I said, oh yeah, I said I could keep you. I said, because I was so tired. I was so tired. I ain't gonna lie, I was so tired, and my voice is damn near gone. I'm drained. But I whispered that to you.
Because I helped you make money, ho, you out your mind. I'm one of them hoes that don't let it go. I'm never gonna let it go. It's gonna be 10, 20 years from now, ho, it's still gonna be on the motherfucking flow. I burn bridges. I never have to cross them again. I promise you, you finna pay a heavy price. Heavy price for offending me again and again and again when you could have been walked away. But no, you didn't want to. Not everybody gonna think I'm a maniac. I'm insane. The bitch is crazy. That's why you don't. You don't do people wrong, ho. That spirit of greed that your mama say you had, you got it. You let your greed win, ho. Now you gotta pay up. It's a stick up. Faith and Riley, it's time to pay up. I already told you, it's not gonna be one of these, ho. I'm not a fighter. I don't fight. I can't fight. It's gonna be one of these. Get smart, ho. Get strong. Become more strategic. Them hoes you got coaching you, they ain't strong enough. None of you bitches have read enough. None of you bitches have enough experience. Oh, it's about to get good. Peach Patch, buckle up and comment down below if you're ready.
She went from millions to zero overnight. The wealth left just as fast as it came. Why? You may wonder. Well, for many reasons, one of them being her husband's gambling addiction. I'll get to that soon. Anyways, after her business crashed, things got really tough for Peach. Really tough. It was so bad that she needed food stamps to feed herself and her children. What was Wood doing at this time? Nothing. She went back to zero with no help from her family, both nuclear and extended, who were nowhere to be found.
Hey, my baby daddy didn't save me, which is Wood, my husband. That ain't saved me. My mama didn't save me. Them make me feel worse They kicked me while I was down. That's all the fuck they did. They made me feel worse.
Notice how it wasn't just only her family. Wood was guilty too, but somehow she forgave Wood and held a grudge against her family to date.
You know I'm a single mom. I'm like, well, I ain't coming to Tampa. Well, you could just PayPal me, and I just send her the money. When I went broke, and I was angry about this for years. When I went broke, Sandra, you on here. You ain't even offered to feed me or my kids. All the things I did for you and your children, the places I took you, the money I gave you, the shoes I bought when you would call, you ain't even offered to feed me. Income was too high, and I ain't had no more money. I done gave it all away. I ain't got no money. And I'm back at the bottom, and I can't get food stamps, and we don't qualify for free lunch because they say I make too much money, and I can't stop making money because if I stop making money, I can't pay my rent. Sandra, you never offered my baby a lunch, and you had food. You never said, oh, I'm going to go ahead and send Gregory lunch. Y'all picked on my fucking baby. Y'all said, I remember people said, oh, they said if Greg don't bring lunch money tomorrow, he going to eat a cheese sandwich. I remember that. You had food stamps, ho. You ain't never offered nothing. And to this day, I still invite you in your kids' places. I still pay. Sandra, you don't invite me and my kids nowhere. Sandra, all I did was be born since I was little. Nobody has liked me but my great-grandma. That's it. My great-grandma died, bitch. When my great-grandma died, that was like losing my mama. Everything happened at one time. My great-grandma died in 2015. I'm going broke in 2015, going through depression. Wood taking me up and through that. He won't pack orders. He quit. He go get a job. My mama only come around me for money. That hoe come all the way out to Ruskin for money. Oh, I need this for my bills. I'm giving her casino chips because I kept my money in chips. I got $1,000 casino chip. Here, you can have it. That's the only time that hoe visit me. To this day, this is about money. Oh, I pay my own bills. You supposed to, hoe. You're grown. You're able-bodied and you able-minded. You did not take care of me the way I needed to be taken care of, bitch. I'm a grown adult that's broken. That's broken. And instead of saying, I'm sorry, Peaches, you say, bitch, I'm alive.
Anyway, one thing you'd soon learn about Peach is that even if she falls 70 times, she'll pick herself up 77 times. Just when it seemed like all hope had been lost, Peach McIntyre bounced back harder with YouTube content creation.
Y'all are new to me. Y'all don't know me. So I'm gonna let you get to know me. Just go to my YouTube channel, Peach McIntyre. I got 418,000 subscribers, over 3,000 videos. I've been making content for 3 years. 3 years. And I used to be poor, like many of you. Poor starts in the mind. Once you could stop being poor in the mind, your mind get right, your money get right. They go together. If your head not right, your bread not gonna be right. They go together. I'm gonna show y'all how much one video on YouTube could make me. This is like a small number. This is a video that's not going too viral. It brought me 8,600 watch hours. You only need 4,000 to get monetized. I get 4,000 watch hours every video. They're only watching a video for about 6 minutes, 46 seconds. The video made me $1,100 so far. I dropped it in June 27th.
She started sharing her life experiences, becoming a storytelling content creator. People gave her a hard time about oversharing, advising her to set boundaries, but she didn't let them stop her. Oversharing was her unique selling point, and soon enough, all her hard work paid off when she released her viral breastfeeding video during the COVID-19 pandemic. That video alone remains her most popular and best performing video with 6.6 million viewers.
I'm just finishing my 6th content creator class, and I only had 84 people show up. That's how many people paid, that's how many people showed up. And class was phenomenal. Oh my God, out of all the classes I just taught, this one was my best work from start to finish. So much clarity, a lot of breaks to make sure they understood and don't have questions. Out of all the classes I've taught this year for content creation, which this one was my 6th one, it was the best. I even stayed on extra for an extra 30 minutes, but now I gotta get ready for Fall Asleep with Peach. Let's go.
Now, of course, there ain't no success story without a few bumps and hurdles, and Peach had her fair share. Ever since Peach McIntyre started selling online courses, the internet has been flooded with videos of people complaining about getting scammed by Peach. It's either they pay for the course but never get it, or pay for a class that doesn't eventually happen. In both cases, Peach doesn't issue any refund.
I can't believe it, Jesus. I can't believe it, Jesus.
This has earned Peach a lot of hate comments and canceled content. I told y'all stop dealing with that hood rat. Her life revolves around followers. When are y'all gonna learn? Peach is not a reliable business source. She clearly tells you she doesn't care and customer service isn't what she's concerned about, no matter how cheap it is. Stop. How does she still have followers? She is the most rudest, bad-built body person I've ever seen. Her spirit is so dark and nasty. Folks sure had a lot to say on the subject.
You can't pay me to take another Peach class. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't give a damn if it's $2, $3, $1. Everybody knows she good at what she do though. So I was trying to take her YouTube class that she had yesterday. I could not get in that motherfucker. Like dead, I set up my Snap. I had everything ready. I could not get in the class. I told her it wasn't working, and I have proof other people were having issues as well. This is what she said.
Hey, I could not get into the YouTube class last night. I was able to get into the one tonight since it wouldn't let me in. No, because I didn't have an issue on my end. I started class on time. I actually started it 5 minutes early. So if you would have been a prompt, you would have got in on time. Also, once I start teaching, if I'm not at a spot where I can let people in, I don't let you in. Shouldn't have been late. So I run a really, really tight ship as far as class goes. On my end, there were no issues. We had no issues with connection. We had no issues letting people in on time. Everything on my end was good. So to answer your question, no. You will not get into my class tonight just because you missed last night's class due to your own personal issues. Whether it was a user issue, you don't know how to navigate, or it was you didn't know how to view your ticket information. That's all a user issue, or you forgot about it. I had no issues on my end, so you can't get in class, all right?
Now, let me show you the other people who were, in fact, having issues. And she just said, if you were late, which I was not, I was 10 minutes early, actually. I had set up my food. I had everything ready and set up to listen. So I was early, and then I had got off of it because I seen it wasn't letting me in. I went back on it 10 minutes after, and it wasn't still letting me in. I know how to work this. It wasn't working. And I do find it weird for the people that would come in late, you not letting them in because they're late. Like, they still pay for that time. If they late, they late. That's their problem. They pay for an hour. If they come in 30 minutes late and they can only get 30 minutes of your time, so fucking what? That's their money. That's on them. But that wasn't my issue, but I'm just saying.
But Peach didn't let it get to her. In fact, it only motivated her to push harder. One time, she was accused of being a fraud, taking people's money without offering the promised services. And she clapped back, saying this.
I know how people always say I'm scamming them with these classes and they never receive login information. This is literally what I be going through.
This person texts me. Now, mind you, my class started at 7. They text me at 7:01. I'm already in class. But they wrote me, hey, I never received the login information, with a screenshot of the ticket, and underneath it says dear guest, and then it has all of the login information. This is the kind of stuff that I deal with. And then they said they never received a receipt, and then they said it's okay though, I'll call a spade unfortunately. It was only $7.96 anyways. I'm not sure where wires crossed, but things happen. And they literally sent me the screenshot of the login information.
Thing that typically happens is they'll put it in their Apple Wallet and only get a QR code when I clearly say do not put it in your Apple Wallet. View the whole ticket. The Zoom information is with your ticket.
So when you add your ticket to Apple Wallet, it looks like this instead. In order to view those same ticket details, you need to hit those 3 dots at the top right-hand corner, and it will prompt you to view ticket details. Then you won't say I scammed.
Now, in addition to being accused of fraud, the internet has also tagged Peach as a liar, and they have their reasons. Peach posts on social media 1 to 4 times daily, and in these posts, she's always sharing very professional stuff. Over the years, fans have found her to be inconsistent. Like she says, one thing today and something else the next time. Here's a classic example.
Always contradicts herself. Let me tell you 3 ways. Throughout 3 of her videos, she has a public video. And she's telling everybody, Publix doesn't allow you to video in their store. But then you see her shopping in Publix, buy one, get one, using wig on another reel. Okay, that's my first example. The second example was when she first found out she was pregnant with her 7th child. She came to social media and told us, this pregnancy is going to be private. This pregnancy is not going to be for the public. So I'm not answering no questions about this baby. I'm not giving this baby's name, none of that. God changed that around. He changed that from the baby not being public to you publicizing the baby and asking us to pray for the baby. Thank God this baby is healthy. It's getting better. Third, everybody's seeing you cleaning that toilet with bleach. Nothing over your face, nothing on your hands. That bleach went in the pores of your skin. Even your husband told you that's too much bleach. And you said, oh, that's the way we was taught to clean. What? That lets you know right there that man has no say-so. You the breadwinner, you got to say so. Let Wood be a man. Let him take charge. You let him take charge, you'll get those flowers. You let Wood take charge, you'll go out on those nice dates. You can't tell a man what to do, then expect him to do what you like. Make it make sense.
Those are just some beginner-level controversies. It's nothing compared to this next one. Remember Peach once said,
I'm so invested. Wood, is you Gregory McKay real daddy? Wood, is you Choicey real daddy? You sure?
what if I told you it was a lie? Don't believe it? Watch this.
Oh, Peachy, come here, girl. Come here. So you know how you said yesterday that all 9 of your kids are Wood's babies? They not. And let's talk about it. First, let me show the clip of where you saying it, because people sure say that I'm lying. You know, I gotta show the receipts.
They're the father of all 9 of my kids.
So now that we've established that you said that Wood is the father of all your 9 kids, I just want to talk about this video that you made 14 years ago on YouTube, where you stated that Choice, who is your second oldest, is Wood's first son by you. And what you said? Let's take a listen.
His full name is Choice is a blessing. Underwood is a blessing is one word. My family doesn't like it, but I love it. It has a lot of meaning. Daddy didn't want a baby. I wanted baby. He was acting like I didn't have a choice, like all I could do was abort, but I chose to keep it, and now I'm gonna have a little boy, and it's gonna be his first son, so he's missing out.
Wait a minute, did you just say Anna's gonna be his first son? Let me run it back.
Like all I could do was abort, but I chose to keep it, and now I'm gonna have a little boy, and it's gonna be his first son, so he's missing out.
Well, I declare, child, you definitely said Choice was gonna be his first boy. This is gonna be his first child, his first boy. And I know Gregory McKay is the oldest, and so you say Gregory McKay is Wood's child. Now I already know what people saying. If the father go ahead and sign a birth certificate, that means that is his child. But you said 14 years ago that Choice was gonna be Wood's first baby, first boy. That's what you said. So are you telling me you've been lying to the people? And I'm a strong believer, how you do anything is how you do everything. And we have determined over here at Kimmy's World that you are known to be a liar. You're a little fibber, child. Y'all drop down in the comment area. Let me know what you think. Did y'all hear what he said? And why are we talking about you lying, Peach? Just like you got the people sitting here believing that you wrote that hook to loose that money, and we all know Prince Raheem wrote it. Baby, your lies are piling up on you. Anyway, drop down in the comment area. Let me know what you think. And here first, but Kimmy's world is your world.
Y'all hear that? She said it herself. So now, if this is true, I'm wondering why she always says the contrary, and even went as far as documenting a big reveal for George McKay, her first son, on his 18th birthday.
Peach, why you be trying so hard to make us believe that Wood is really his daddy? Girl, we don't care about that. And then, you acting like having Wood as a daddy is a flex. The only good thing about having Wood as a daddy is that you got a consistent babysitter. That's about it. Y'all watch this. She is trying so hard to convince us that Wood is Gregory McKay's dad when, baby, it's not working. We don't believe you.
So, Peach Patch, today we will be telling Gregory McKay who his birth father is. Now, I have his passport, I have his social, and his birth certificate all right here. He just turned 18 years old today. I also have all of his shot records, so he'll see like every time he got a shot. Gregory McKay has never seen his birth certificate. He's never had a real job. There's never been a need to give him his birth certificate. My husband is very nervous about this. Do you want to give it to him, or do you want me to give it to him? You gonna give it to him? Oh, you want me to do it? Okay. Hey, come on. So happy birthday. Y'all go to my baby page and blow it up. So Peach Patch.
Hello everyone.
He's officially 18 years old, so first and foremost, your passport. If you want to run away tomorrow, go to another country, you cannot do it without my permission. You are an adult. Alright? Next, we have your social security card. Do not show the camera that. You card this number with your life. This is how you'll get credit cards. This is how you'll get apartments. You let nobody use your social. This is also how you'll get, what is it called? A mortgage. If you want to get a mortgage, different kind of loans. You already have credit cards. I'm ordering new ones. They'll be here this week. Then we have your birth certificate, which you want to talk about it, Wood? You want to tell him about it first? Or do you want me to tell him about who his daddy is? Are you nervous?
What's worse, the internet found his dad. At this point, I feel bad for Gregory, because right now, this doesn't look good at all. There's a viral clip circulating around the internet of his mom saying that Wood isn't his dad, and then on his 18th birthday, his mom tells him something else, and then this. That's not all. You know how Peach goes on and on about her family never being there for her, hating her, judging her, abusing her, looking down on her and all? She even said her family never gives her anything, and all they ever do is ask. Here's the shocker.
Shout out to my mama for coming to bring me back my $100 that she borrowed last time we was in here. I feel like that ended up being like a good luck charm, because now I'm winning. Well, really, this $5,025, so I'm profiting $4,825 because I started with $200 on the lead. My mama said I need to leave, so let's cash it in. We're gonna turn this, these are $1,000 chips, into cash. Everybody telling me to leave. $5,025. All right, Peach Patch, and here's the money because I know you love to see it. All right, Peach Patch, and here is the money because I know you love to see it. $5,020. I did tip the people $5. They gave me my little money. I was feeling generous today. It's not necessary, but yeah, make sure y'all gamble responsibly. We don't always win, baby, but when we do, it's a good time.
Her mother, the same woman she hates so much, actually gave her $100. From the lies to the fraud, it's becoming increasingly difficult to believe Peach. It's so bad that people don't even believe the cheating allegations she made against her husband.
Do y'all believe Peach really found that condom in Wood truck at Publix? Or do y'all think this is another one of her antics where she just planted it there and it's all an act and the tears are fake? I don't believe it. But that man said I would have enough sense to throw the condom away.
Speaking of cheating, let's take a deep dive into Wood's messy habits. Now, remember when I told you about Wood being guilty of physically assaulting Peach? Unfortunately, Peach isn't the only woman he's raised his hands on. Turns out he's assaulted Peach's mom too.
Wood hit my mama in the head with in her face. Actually, she had like a black eye or something. I don't know. He did. He threw the bottle at her and hit her. He didn't just walk up and bam. He threw it and it hit her. And I'm not justifying what he did. After this, my mom and them called the police. Wood went to jail. They called him downstairs. He went to jail and she pressed charges. I wouldn't press charges on him.
She picked her not so loving, not so romantic, and irresponsible husband over her mother. This is the same man she's nagged about on social media.
I'm so frustrated. People will up their life and then they will get mad at you for not fixing it, right? So my husband, he been out of our house, I think for about 12 days, almost 2 weeks. He just came back. The way I got Wood out of our house was Wood car broke. When his car broke, he blamed me for breaking it because it broke when I was driving it. I'm like, Wood, it's not a big deal. You have a warranty. I bought an extended warranty when I bought your truck. Just go to the dealership. He was so mad he said I can't drive his car anymore. Went to the dealership. They said it would take 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Somebody said they could do it right away, but they couldn't. When Wood went to take his car to the dealership to get fixed, I didn't come pick him up. He went to his mama's house, and I said, you know what? You just need to stay there. I'm sick of this, right? But I'm going to answer some of y'all questions and clarify some things. At least I'm going to try.
She said that she's tired of being married to him. She says they aren't compatible. She said he's a bum, but she still wouldn't leave him even after he hit her mother, even after he's cheated on her over and over again.
Peach Patch, karma work faster than the mother, don't it? Everybody know I don't love nothing in this world but my husband and 9 kids. And they say that my husband was out last night cheating on me. And everybody know, Wood, you go out every Friday. That's why I don't work Fridays, because I be wanting to make sure you get your break. You've been with the kids all week. You go out almost every Friday unless we out of town. Other than that, you go out. Now, all day, everybody been saying my husband was in the Springs. Is it the Springs? I began to accept it. He cheats on me. I don't know who. It could be a man. I don't know where. It could be in a van. But he cheats on me. And I stay. Once I accepted that he cheats and I stay, it don't bother me no more. Now that it don't bother me, I don't care. It could be a man.
What's worse is that this dude has even been accused of being a PDF file.
I was saying thank you for, teaching us in the group that I paid to enter in 2023 for Facebook Reels content monetization. I see that you're posting that. You're digging deep into the archives again. But let's go a little bit deeper, Miss Rotten Fruit. Why are we not talking about the fact that your husband impregnated an 11, 12, or 13-year-old? We're a little hazy on the details of baby girl's age, but we definitely know she was in elementary school when your husband, who was of the age of maybe 16, 17, 18, impregnated this child in Sulphur Springs, aka the Springs.
Yet Peach is still comfortable leaving her kids, including her only daughter, Gorgeous, alone with him. Even a blind man can see that this relationship is toxic and unhealthy, and Peach needs to get some air. Everyone in the comment section keeps advising her to leave him, but she's not going to listen. A first love relationship is hard to cut loose, but once you finally get the strength, finally walk away, you'll be okay. It's hard. It's not love, it's obsession and being comfortable. When she said, "When are you going to realize you will never be enough for the wrong person?" Woo, chill. Usually, once things get really tough and comments like these keep popping into her phone, Peach stands up and actually decides to make the right move and do the right thing.
When a woman's fed up, I'm fed the f up. My brother came and got me, and I'm just up there crying like a big old dummy because I love my husband. I really do, but I'm sick of his shit. I'm done. So I stopped by Little Caesars, got my kids a pizza, left them at my sister's house, pulled up to the jewelry store, because baby, you might could keep that truck I paid $57,000 for, but that jewelry I bought, it's mine. I needed to pay for my divorce and to buy my baby clothes and shoes. Yeah, they handed me the money in cash, called me in the bedroom. He feel like I'm never gonna leave him. I'm not serious about divorcing him, just like many of you. But I just want you all to know I am serious. I really want to leave my husband, and I truly want to get divorced. I am divorcing this man. I've been with my husband since I was 16 years old, 18 years of my life. I'm 34 years old now. We've been together off and on since I was age 16. I lost my virginity to my husband. All 7 of my children are from my husband. We've been broke together, rich together, you know, all that good stuff. At the current moment in my life, I'm trying to divorce my husband. I'm trying to leave Wood, and I'm trying to leave him for good. I realize, like, the relationship isn't healthy. It hasn't been healthy. He feel like I'm never gonna leave him. I'm not serious about divorcing him, just like many of you. But I just want you all to know I am serious. I really want to leave my husband, and I truly want to get divorced. I am divorcing this man. When a woman's fed up, I'm fed the fuck up. My brother came and got me, and I'm just up there crying like a big old dummy because I love my husband. I really do, but I'm sick of his shit. I'm done. So I stopped by Little Caesars, got my kids a pizza, left them at my sister's house, pulled up to the jewelry store, because who? Baby, you might can keep that truck I paid $57,000 for, but that jewelry I bought, oh, it's mine. I needed to pay for my divorce and to buy my baby clothes and shoes. Yeah, they handed me the money in cash, called me in the bed.
And usually once this happens, everyone's happy, sending her all the love and support she needs, encouraging her to follow through until she shocks everyone with this.
You gotta understand, we live a totally different life. See me? I'm not leaving my motherfucking man. Y'all could keep saying that he cheating on me. I used to cry about stuff like that. But once I realized I'm not gonna leave the motherfucker anyways, I don't give a yeah. Now, a year ago, I probably would have cried. These days, I'm so grateful for this man. I could not do what I'm doing without this man. We both so tired. But shout out to my husband for seeing my vision and doing this with me. It's been a journey. Like, every day gotta get the kids because I'm working, and it's for our greater good. We winning together, and I know our kids are good. Our house is good. Are you good? Man, tired, but your stomach growling. You need me to cook for you before I leave? I hear his little stomach growling, but yeah, I'm so grateful for my man. Now he's gonna take this off.
Really, at this point, it's difficult to feel sorry for Peach because she has the upper hand. She pays the bills. She does all the hard work. She's earning enough to take care of her kids. I mean, she even pays him to play his role as a husband.
You're not dealing with a dummy. My husband didn't marry one. This disgusts me paying my husband $10,000 to watch our 7 children and feed my family. My husband ain't gotta pay not damn bill, and I don't mind. I feel like an idiot. I feel like as a black woman who out-earns her husband, it is okay for me to cover all the bills. I have no problem with covering all the bills. Get into me taking care of my husband or paying for his love. I can afford to do it. What they say, it ain't tricking if you got it. It ain't tricking if you got it. Ain't tricking if you, it ain't tricking it. I can afford to take care of my man and all 7 of our kids. Why go back? Because I'm stupid. Duh. A couple things. First things first. No, I'm not getting a tummy tuck. I feel like that is crazy. Y'all just was talking about how DC Fly Young wife was crazy to go get her body done, and now she passed away. But now I post a picture of my body. Y'all in my comments like, ooh, you need a tummy tuck. Are you gonna get a tummy tuck? You need a gastric bypass. Craziness. That's one. Number 2, yes, my husband is posting more on social media. It's our job. He should. I actually talked to him about it. This is his Facebook page. He has 90,000 followers. Normally I help him. I'm not helping him. Put in the work. This is a huge opportunity. You either want it or you don't want it. You want jewelry or not. Second Facebook page, 48,000 followers. His wife is the social media fairy godmother. And lastly, YouTube, 60,800 subscribers. The opportunity of a lifetime. You gotta do it.
And that's why many people are starting to believe what Akasha Bentley said. It looks like Wood really deliberately knocked Peach over because he thinks of her as bare minimum.
That chick, when we grew up, that really wanted to my other sisters, but he knew he couldn't, so he came and went and fucked the bare minimum, which was your dumb ass, because you so weak-founded and just learning she fiending for love, ho.
You know what's funny? Peach is more comfortable being married to a man with a side chick that keeps calling CPS on her.
I'm a content creator. I have over 2 million followers on various social media platforms. It's the girl, her name is Felicia Mann. She lives in another state. I already gave this information to CPS previously. She keep making phone calls like this on me and other content creators.
And baby mamas that drag her and stir fights with her on social media.
Stop telling your man that things.
Now, mistake baby mama with the mistake baby. You know I have never told my husband such a thing. And if I did, which I didn't, how would you know?
Even though she pays their child support.
Peach Patch, initially I was going to pay the baby mom $400. But when my husband just sent me all of the case information, the monthly payment is only $254.93. So that's all we're going to give her. Save me a couple bucks. I'm going to be paying $254.93. Thank you. Right, we're just waiting on my change and my receipt, but the payment has definitely been made. I think you have to wait like 3 to 7 days.
She's more comfortable being with a man that puts her through all of this than she is being around her own family. Don't y'all find that a bit weird? Add in the fact that every single time Wood cheats on her, hurting her and lying to her over and over again, she forgives him, even when he made a move on her stylist. She let it slide. She forgives every time.
You gotta understand, we live a totally different life. See me? I'm not leaving my mother man. Y'all could keep saying that he cheating on me. I used to cry about stuff like that. But once I realized I'm not gonna leave the motherfucker anyways, I don't give a Love you. Yeah. Now, a year ago, I probably would have cried. These days,
But she would never forgive her mother, her father, or her siblings. Why? Could the rumors be true? Is Wood really the father of Peach's sister's kid? Is it true? Peach's family has stirred up so much trouble on social media. Her family is just as infamous as she is at this point. And they're mostly famous for fighting and cussing at each other, but things weren't always this way. Not too long ago, they were all cool.
this is Peach and my mama Tracy. Today she gonna be making homemade macaroni. Expensive homemade macaroni. Homemade macaroni costs a lot of money to make. So she already been boiling her water. She put some butter in there. Now she's gonna drop rigatoni noodles. That's what she prefers to use. That's 1 box. Yes, baby. 2 box. 3 box. And 4. Hey, Miss Vonda girl. My mom say she finally ready to take YouTube serious. So if you go to my community tab, y'all can subscribe to her channel. I'm gonna be making some cooking videos for her with my camera. What's up, what's up, what's up? Hey, L Ward. Light. Go take it to lunch, Mom. So she put 4 boxes of noodles, rigatoni noodles. Hey, Miss Christine. What's up, everybody? So y'all go subscribe to my mama channel. Let's try to get her to 1,000 subscribers today. She say she ain't working overtime. She ain't getting no second job. She ready to just go ahead and do YouTube.
She even bought her stepdad a car once.
It was like, hey, that's your money. Do whatever you want to do. I wanted to go ahead and get my father, a.k.a. my stepdaddy, a car because at the time my mom only had 1 vehicle. Their only vehicle was my mom's car. My stepdaddy didn't have a car, and they were using that 1 vehicle to get to and from work. If my mom's car is in the shop and will be out in a couple days, I might as well just get him a car so they can have 2 vehicles.
But how did Peach switch from all lovey-dovey, grow my mom's page to 1K subscribers to this?
Just opening up this package. I just ripped off the top. Let's see who it's from. It says, hey,
Peach. Hey, Peachy Peach. The journal is for you to write your goals and aspirations in. Spoken dreams come true. I am proud of you. Sending love from Tennessee, Molly's mom. Thank you, Miss Sonia. Miss Sonia, you is spoiling the heck out of me.
Whatever her family might have done, one would expect her to extend the same grace and forgiveness she gives Wood to them, right? Well, she didn't. In fact, she started out in a full-blown war against them.
That's why I wouldn't take my brother's son. Nope.
I called CPS on my brother.
Absolutely did.
Won't nobody get the little boy. This little boy getting out of school and got nowhere to go. My mama won't get him. His grandma and them on his mama's side don't want him. You won't get him consistently and be a father. Yes, I called CPS on you.
Only that, I told you before I called, Edward.
Get your child. Your child has seen more stuff than my kids. My kids, y'all can say, yes, I went to a homeless shelter about a. Yes, I done went crazy and lost my mind about a. But I have never abandoned my children. Your son done seen more stuff than my kids. I can't take him in my house and he done experienced so much. Remember, Drill don't want your son around her son. Remember that?
And that's because of child on child. If he's already abusing other children, that means somebody most likely abused him. Because my little brain learned that as a kid by my daddy talking to me about what happened to Pierre Marcellus McIntyre. I already understood that's what happens. So for me, it's a no. I have to protect what's mine. I have to save my kids, protect my kids, kids that come from me.
Now, unless you're new to social media, it's common news that Peach goes on and on, nagging about her family. How they never loved her, how they mistreated her, how they only want her money, and how they hate her and her kids. Oh yeah, her kids were involved too, because one time her son Choice got burnt in her mother's house.
Phone call that Choice has just been burnt. Choice is my second child, my child that has autism. Choice was burnt on his forehead. He ain't had no skin right here. His entire arm from here to like here, no skin. His stomach, his thighs, his butt. He allegedly grabbed a pot of boiling water off of my mama's stove. So he couldn't go to daycare for a couple months as we had to go see the burn unit and put all these creams and things on. And I stopped talking to my mom because I felt like, how could my son get burnt like that at your house? He only 1 year old. How he grabbed a pot of boiling water to get burnt like that?
So yeah, if Peach and her folks are going back and forth on the internet because they don't like each other, they are free. They wouldn't be the first set of people to do that, and they wouldn't be the last either. However, what absolutely no one saw coming was that Peach would store up all that hate and wouldn't visit her sick dad. And even when he died, she didn't go to his funeral. The move shook everyone because usually, no matter how much a person hates their father, they are still their blood. But not Peach. She didn't care. The man who'd had so many kids and so many baby mamas had passed. And because Peach was still hurt from the emotional neglect and abandonment issues she suffered because of him, she didn't go and see him on his deathbed. Even when he asked for her, even when her mom and siblings begged her to come, she didn't. The real shocker was when everyone was mourning Pete's passing, Peach was excited, partying, rejoicing at her father's death. This pissed her siblings off, and they all started giving her a piece of their mind over social media.
This is one of the happiest days of my life. And it sounds so evil, right? Society makes you think you feel like you evil for this. What is evil is you living in the same city as your child and not consistently coming to see your child. What is evil is going with my mama and having 8 other women pregnant at the same time that you had my mama pregnant and you was her boyfriend living in her house. I had to pay for that. Children pay for the sins of their fathers. Don't y'all ever forget that. I had to pay for that. Nigga, I'm happy. Today I felt relief. I felt so good. I felt so good. I'm so happy I held out and did not come and see you like you did not come see me. It felt good.
I feel like you finally did it for me. Like, literally yesterday, I'm like, I'm so sick of my mama torturing me, trying to tell me to go see my daddy. Thank you, Daddy. I am free. I don't got nobody bugging me talking about, you need to go see your daddy. You only get one. That bitch only got one peaches and give a fuck. That childhood trauma creep up like a thief in the night. My own mama and my own daddy didn't treat me right. Black sheep, yeah, I'm the black sheep on both sides. Feel like my grandma Merle, the only one who loved me in my life. The words hurt. It's the truth. The truth hurts. The nigga in shit. He was a user, a master manipulator. He came and got me and left me at other people's houses and pretend like he watched me. And everybody got so much great things. I got shit great to say. I'm lying. The greatest thing this man gave me was life is filled with adversity. Keep going anyways. Everybody mad at you, Peaches, because you're telling the truth. Keep motherfucking going anyways. Thank you, Pete, dummy, with all them damn kids that wasn't even yours. I ain't gonna do anything like that. I was gonna do somebody in. I ain't gonna do it. I'll do it tomorrow though. And I know y'all gonna think I'm drinking, baby. I don't drink liquor. This is water. It's real good too. It's water.
This entire thing made her siblings mad, and they started trolling her on social media, saying all manners of stuff just to get to her.
She literally turned my biological father's death in his last few months of battling stage 4 cancer. She turned that shit into something else. So, my problem with Peach McIntyre came in 2023. It might have been July or August. She made a video, made a post on Facebook. I was still following her at this time on Facebook. She made a post saying, my mom called me and told me that my dad is dying and I needed to go see him. I'm not going to see that because he been dead to me. At this point, my biological father had been battling stage 4 cancer that had metastasized and moved all over his body for 3 years. And when she made that post, he was very much alive. So when she made that post, he received phone calls, he received text messages, screenshots. I called him personally to say, hey, did you see anything on social media today? And he told me yes. I was like, listen, don't let that make you feel no kind of way. I can show y'all a screenshot where this man kept messaging and saying stuff like he just wanted his kids to come together. Like, that was his biggest thing. He wanted his kids to form bonds, right?
Y'all want some real shit? Like, some real shit? Instead of all that long stomach hoe saying, and y'all believe everything she motherfucking say, the lies she sit on here and spew by her motherfucking family.
So, I'm gonna address this, and I'm gonna address this one time only. One, that little post, yeah, it pissed everybody off. What Peach McIntyre made. That little post about her daddy and all that, that pissed everybody off. Because of the simple fact, one, this man died. Like, all the shit she said about our daddy, that shit ain't true. Man, that man been a part of her life since day one. He wasn't a great father, but that man did what he could when he could. He had 24 kids. That's that. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna let y'all in on something. One, her dad decided don't f with her. Because she stole all her business blueprint.
Okay, how many siblings do you have?
My daddy has 21 kids.
Ooh, so he was the daddy was a Rolling Stone, you guys.
Yes.
The daddy really was a Rolling Stone. Now that we are actually on siblings, I know you have a long time running feud with your half sister, correct? Peach McIntyre?
That's definitely not my sister.
Isn't that your dad's child?
That's my daddy's daughter.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, because the 31 years that I've been on this earth, I thought when a man has a child, a few children, they are siblings. So is that your sibling?
So that's my daddy's child. That's not my sister.
Okay, so have y'all ever? Let me be respectful. Shout out to Peach because I love your videos.
I don't. I don't watch them. I don't even want to discuss you. I don't even know why she brought you up because you're my daddy's daughter. You're not my sister. Next.
Okay, but we can't do that because this is really my show, Sue, and people
I
want to
know, but
because you're popular, she's popular, you're famous, she's famous. So,
but I don't want to discuss her. Like I don't.
No, I'm not going to go into y'all relationship.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I don't really have a.
As a child, did y'all ever have a good relationship at one point or another?
That's my daddy daughter. Of course, I was around her as we was growing up.
Okay, so we're going.
But she has personal issues within herself that she pour out into the other family. That no one did nothing to her. That's her own problems and insecurities and stuff like that. But I don't want to make her a topic on something that has something to do with me.
Yes,
because people
that's a
love
good answer.
that. So I'm good. But that's my daddy's daughter. That's never my sister.
Okay, that's good. I like the way you answer that. Okay, so
if Peach could forgive Wood for cheating on her when she was pregnant,
a peach patch. Why just the lady putting the groceries in my husband's truck? And look at this.
I hope it's all right.
And it's open.
I hope it's all right. All right, take care.
Peach patch.
Bye.
When I tell you, it feel like my heart just went in my stomach. And it's open. I'm finna lose my mind.
why wouldn't she make peace with her family? If you've been following Peach McIntyre in recent times, you'd notice that she isn't the same person she used to be. A lot has changed. She has sort of switched from an aspiring and budding content creator to a full-time hustler. She's ready and willing to do anything and everything for money, even as far as asking a stylist to pay her to get her own hair done.
You guys are questioning me making $78,000 in a day. I really did it. I really did it. On that same day my TikTok was banned, my goal was to make $50,000. I made $78,000. True tea. I've been posted the receipts for that. A lot of y'all was there. A lot of y'all helped me make it. I know y'all don't like me. Grand Rising Peach Patch. Today is Tuesday, January 13th, 2026. And it's also day 2 of Wake Up with Peach. Time is 4:59 a.m. EST. And I have a total of 94 people in the waiting room to get into Wake Up with Peach. Now the theme this session in Wake Up with Peach is the redemption. And there are a total of 302 students signed up. I now have 104 students in the waiting room. It's still not 5 a.m. yet, so they can't get in. But I'm here. I started my Zoom at 4:45 a.m. Consistency wins in all things. Also, I say the early...
Now, the big question is, where is all this money going? Because really, Peach has been making money on socials for a long time now. And she's come up with different points to tell us how much she's made or is making. But it's like there's nothing to show for it. She doesn't own any property, land, or even a house. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Because right now, she might be up for eviction. How do I know? Watch this.
Good, and this is my year of redemption. Today is Friday, December 12th, 2025. And last year, on December 12th, 2024, I had an eviction filed. I had gambled all of my money, like every single drop. I got in Orlando with my family in November. Went to Miami to the casino. Did okay, didn't really lose or win. Then after that, came back home to Tampa and I lost everything I had. Every single thing I had. And I remember going to my rent office and begging them to like, just work with me, bear with me. I'm going to pay all the rent on the 15th when I get my TikTok check. And them nasty mother got an eviction on me on December 12th, 2024. And it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because here we are a year later on that same day. And my life looks totally different.
And because her rent is due, trust Peach to think of creative schemes to get her bag up. Her latest and weirdest class, Wake Up with Peach, is raking in the numbers. People are really paying up, and soon, Peach would be able to pay her rent. The only problem is the fact that history is repeating itself, even in her new class.
So y'all let me know if I'm tripping. I paid for a 21-day course of
Wake Up with Peach. We did a week. Class was canceled with no explanation, no message or anything. And then I heard from other videos that there was a live where she was asked and just said, I don't give a fuck, and canceled the class. Now let me know how y'all would feel about that, because I definitely feel away. You pay for something, you don't get the full product of anything, and just a big fuck you.
As if she doesn't already have more than enough problems on her plate, Peach allowed her mouth to stir another controversial media topic, and this time the judgment was not ruled in her favor.
Peach, can you help me? I'm in the hospital battling brain cancer. Hell no, I don't care that you got cancer. And I ain't gonna screenshot them and say I'm mean. I'm the wrong one. I don't do charity. I don't do philanthropy at all. I am a for-profit motherfucker. If it don't make me no money, I don't give a fuck. You would be better off going to that, what's that hoe that just got cured from cancer? Big Vet. You go to Big Vet, Big Boss Vet, and you say, hey vet, can you help me? I got brain cancer, I'm in the hospital, me and my children ain't got nothing to eat. That hoe just got cured from cancer. Me? I don't give a fuck. No, my money is for me and my 9 kids. I'm finna go to Disney World, girl. So, and I'm being dead serious. I don't care about y'all screen recording this. I don't care about y'all saying I'm the devil. I don't care about y'all saying I'm mean, I'm cruel. I don't give a fuck. I bet she would care if Wood got cancer. I would. That's my husband. But she's a stranger. I don't know her. I don't give a fuck. It's no difference than, this is the problem. You hoes are so used to lying. You like to be lied to. Fine. To please you all, I'll lie. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry to hear that you have cancer. Unfortunately, I can't send you anything in the hospital because I'm broke. However, when I get back on my feet, I'm gonna look out for you. I'll remember you. I wish you the best on your journey with cancer. I'm gonna say a prayer for you. My truest, sincerest, deepest condolences. Peach Patch. We're all gonna send prayers. And then after I say that, anyways, I need to sell 8 more seats to my class. And I'm not gonna go pray for you. I don't know you. It's no difference. Y'all like to be sensitive. Y'all like to get mad because people don't lie to you. When the truth is, I truly don't give a. I truly do not donate to charity. A charity can't call me up and say, Peaches, we would love for you to be one of our sponsors. Even if it's a cancer hospital. We would love for you to be we'll put your name on a sign. If you could just give us $1,000, I would say, hell no, y'all, and hang up the phone. That is my true personality.
After her insensitive comment to that cancer patient, which she has refused to apologize for, Peach has been banned from TikTok.
I just got banned from TikTok Live for the 3rd time for today. I just appealed it. Hopefully I'll win. The girls are mad because I'm having a sale on my website, wakeupwithpeach.com, where I'm charging just $1 to teach you how to do social media content creation.
And that means she wouldn't be able to earn from TikTok anymore. That's not all. She's also lost so many followers on Facebook because of the canceling and hate. Everyone has advised, and some fans have even gone as far as pleading with her to just come out and apologize, whether she meant it or not.
And I still meant what I said. Y'all can't bully me. You cannot bully an apology out of me. I don't give a f. I'm at the grocery store, making sure my house full of food without motherfucking food stamps. I don't give a f what you hoes going through. I'm going to continue to get on the internet, aka come to work. A bitch could post me on every black vlog. Post me on the white ones too. Post me on the white ones too. Post me on the white ones too. And you still won't get an apology out of me. I say what I mean what I say, and I be okay with the motherfucking consequences. So what if I lose all my followers? I keep telling you dumb fucks, you don't have to have 500,000 followers to get paid. You don't even have to have 2. The thing is, more people are looking at me. I'm still having my content creator class in a little bit. My house is literally filled with food. My bills are paid. Life is going to be hard for a moment. But you hoes will find something new to be mad at in about 2 weeks. In the meantime, I'm going to continue to post. I've been super busy today. But when I'm done, I'm going to go crazy with the post. I'm probably going to post like 103 videos tomorrow. You hoes going to just have to get over it. You're not getting an apology. I meant what I said, and I'll say it a million more times. Thank you.
But she stood on business and won't apologize. Normally, for any successful creator who's been in the business for years, this shouldn't be a problem at all. Peach McIntyre still seems to be feeding from hand to mouth, struggling to make ends meet after being in the game for a long time, most likely due to unwise financial decisions. But they haven't stopped gambling. I mean, look at this clip from 9 months back.
What's up, Peach Patch? So tonight I'm at the casino. My birthday is tomorrow. I'll be 36 years old. This is my 4th day back gambling. I didn't gamble for 103 days. And I've been to the casino 4 times since then. Today, I'm losing $1,900 in a day. I lost that in like 2 hours. And I just called my husband and I told him, I'm banning myself from this place. I can feel myself getting sucked back in. I feel like I have control of this, right? I just made it to 103 days of not gambling. And since I started back, I don't come every day. But today, losing $1,900. Just reminded me, I don't have control over this. Gambling, for me, is dangerous. $1,900 is a lot of money. Money is hard to come by. I can't do this again. I can't do this to myself. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and order the lamb chops.
What temperature do you prefer them? We usually recommend a medium rare.
Well,
they honestly, a chef recommends the fillet over the lamb chops at a higher temperature just because it's so tender.
Okay.
Whereas the
Well,
lamb
whatever
chops,
you recommend.
they're tough as can be.
Okay. Well, maybe I should get something different. I've had the lamb chops one time before. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what I want to eat.
Peach McIntyre has a unique story. The lies, the scandals, the betrayals, they are only surface level issues. A testament to the true underlying problem is patterns. She was still a victim of patterns from family drama. The cheating husband, to contrast random CPS visits to gambling and always needing money. She has her flaws, just like anyone else. She's also been hurt. That's why she's cut her family out of her life. Peach isn't that little girl without choices anymore. She's an adult now. It's about the choices she is making. Real growth doesn't happen when everyone cheers you on. It happens when people finally stop making excuses for you. That's why this story is important, not just because it's entertaining, not because it's dramatic, but because it's a reminder of what happens when trauma goes untreated and accountability gets avoided. Do you think Peach is a prisoner of her own choices, or do you think the internet has been too harsh?